All right, welcome everybody. Today we are going to be discussing home pricing. So, home pricing is one of those things that is a little bit of art, but a lot of science. And it can actually make or break good real estate deals. It can start your real estate deal off on the right foot, and it can help you generate the most money for your home. We're going to talk about some of the strategies that you're going to see other agents use in the marketplace. We're going to go over a little bit about how BlueMatch prices homes and some of the data and information that we use to price your home and how we go about it. And we're going to talk about some strategies that we recommend when you bring your house to market. Now, when you price your home, it's one of those things that we oftentimes see as a very emotional thing. So it's your home, you love it, you've lived in it for years. There are intrinsic and extrinsic things about your home that you really appreciate. And everyone who lives in a home usually feels that their home is worth quite a bit, especially to them because you chose that home. You have a lot of memories there. You know every nook and cranny of it. And so it's really difficult to have an objective idea of how to price your home when it's your home. Now, what we do is we try to help people price homes and also show them what other agents kind of do in the marketplace. The first thing I want to address is one of the things that we see oftentimes in the market is you see agents advertising, we sold these homes for over asking in this period of time. Now, one of the things that we always like to emphasize at BlueMatch is that we have never seen data where agents consistently sell homes that are worth more than the market average or market value. There's a huge difference between selling homes over asking and selling homes for consistently over the average price per square foot in those immediate areas for those immediate comps. And we're going to explain the difference. Now, when you see agents constantly talking about selling homes for over asking, you should take that with a grain of salt. There is no such thing as agents consistently getting more money for homes. Okay, we've never seen it. We analyze lots and lots of data, and we talk about years and years worth of high volume sales where they're constantly getting 3, 4, 5, 6% over asking, or I'm sorry, over market value, which doesn't happen. Over asking is something that's very different. Now, when you see somebody that says we've done X, Y, and Z homes for over asking, it means they just priced the house incorrectly. It means that they went in and put the price of that home slightly under, or in some cases, significantly under the market value. Okay. And what they're hoping to do is drive a lot of interest for that home and let individuals duke it out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. What we see, especially when markets start to downtrend, is that people end up in these really weird situations where they don't want to accept a full asking price offer because they thought they were going to get multiple offers for over asking. And it's kind of an embarrassing place to be because, I have a client that comes up and you said you wanted $300,000 for your home. I'm going to give you $300,000 for your home, and you say no. It's just a really awkward thing that we've seen a couple times happen. The strategy also makes the two agents not start off on the right foot. Be transparent. Our advice is always list your home for what you want. If you're not willing to take the offer, don't list your home for that. If your home is worth $425 and you want $425 for your home, don't list it for $419, because what happens when you get an offer for $419 and that's the only offer you have, right? So you can always negotiate back up, but if somebody gives you full asking price, you look kind of ridiculous at the end of the day, rejecting a full offer. So when you see agents constantly advertise that, just keep in mind, take it with a grain of salt. It sounds great for marketing, but really what's happening is they're underpricing the homes and they're selling them for more than asking. We, again, have yet to see data, and we challenge any real estate agent in the country to provide us with data where they're consistently outselling the market. It just doesn't exist, right? The market will yield what the market yields. As a stockbroker, I can't say I can consistently get more for XYZ stock than any other stockbroker just because I'm that good. It doesn't happen. You get what the market's going to pay for it. Same thing in real estate. Now, you also don't want to go the other way, overpricing the home. If you deviate, in real estate, 6% overpricing can mean it's a significant amount. 6% in retail or something like that may not be a big deal, but in a home that's worth $400,000, that's a significant amount of money that you could be overpricing your home. Overpricing homes lead to longer days on market. Longer days on market usually leads to multiple price reductions. And then the longer that your home stays on the market, there is a direct correlation in data that says people will generally get less than what the home is worth because people just view your house as now stagnant inventory. It's not moving. So pricing is a science and a little bit of an art, but it's mostly a science. We have to look at historical data, both on the buy side and sell side. The average real estate agent's going to do they're going to comp a home the way that they learned how in real estate school, or they're going to learn how they did it with their broker. Most of them do it the same way. They go through and they look at what are comps or comparables. They will pull the data of all the houses in your immediate area that sold, usually within the last couple months. They'll say, okay, this is the average price per square foot. These are the finishes. This is, what they, compare, they'll compare that to your home, and they'll say, okay, this is what we should price your home at. Here's a strategy. We'll go slightly under for a bidding war. I think it's worth this much. This is what we should list it for. It's a pretty, normal way to comp a home. But when you're really trying to get in depth, you want the most accurate price possible for the highest net possible. You have to do a little bit more science than just saying, okay, these are the comps and this is what my anecdotal feel is. I think I believe the way I should price a home. So I'll walk you through a little bit about how BlueMatch prices homes. You can, if you like more in-depth information on how we do it, you're always free to reach out to us directly. But we take it a little bit of stuff further. So we comp just like a traditional agent does. So we do look at traditional factors, right? The tangibles, the intangibles, all those things that an agent does, the immediate home values. We do a little bit of a deeper data dive. So we pull from multiple resources. We pull from services like House Canary. We pull from, the MLS, obviously. And we pull from other databases to really look at the market on an in-depth view, right? We get a 30-foot view of every single little thing that can possibly affect the price of your home. One flaw that I feel that traditional agents have when they price a home is they're only looking at one side of the market. If you look at the stock market or any other open free market, you're going to notice that you have to look at both sides of the market to determine the fair price, right? You have to look at basic economics. I have to look at my buyer pool. I have to look at my inventory, right? It's supply and demand. If I only know the supply and I don't have a good gauge on the demand, how can I truly know what my product can yield? So one thing that BlueMatch does is we actually look at buy-side data. So we have ways of aggregating and understanding what the buyer side looks like at any given moment. We get pretty granular with this data, so we can look at specifically a zip code. How many impressions are happening in the zip code versus last month? How many specific impressions in this particular price range are people looking at in this particular zip code? And what that allows us to do, it really helps us hone in on our formula on top of aggregating lots of different data pieces to price a home. So we have to be really, really accurate on pricing a home. When you combine your ability to walk away from BlueMatch at any time for any reason, we can't lie to you up front about what your home is worth. I can't say I can get 10, 15, 20,000 more for your home, knowing that I can just sign you into an exclusive right to sell and you're stuck having to list your home with me for 90 days or 6 months or a year. We have to be very accurate at how we do that. So it's one of the things that we do that we are really, really proud of, and we are really almost spot on every time we sell a house. Now, do we sell at market rate or above market rate? Absolutely. But just like every other agent, we cannot consistently sell homes for more than they're worth. We oftentimes do, but we can't say that we would, we're always selling homes 3% over market rate. Now, again, that's very different than list price. We sell homes over list, just like a lot of other agents, but over market rate, it just doesn't exist. And we want to clear the air that agents, the markets yield what the markets yield, and agents do the best of their ability to market your home. And really what it boils down to is their negotiation. What can they negotiate on your behalf that helps you walk away with more money at the end of the day? In a real estate transaction, there are hundreds of ways to lose money outside of just commissions. You can lose them in, just People asking for concessions, you can lose money at appraisal. You can lose money just any time in the negotiations. You can lose it in HOA. We've seen it all. We've seen every possible scenario happen. So yes, markets will yield what they can yield. Some agents will yield more than other agents. Most agents, the vast majority, we've never seen an agent consistently sell over market value. And the difference between a good agent, a great agent, is that great agents will actually negotiate more money throughout the process, netting you more at the end of the day. Now, not getting you over what the house is worth, but helping you walk away with more money. And that's really where we feel great agents are worth their weight in gold. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My contact information, as always, is at the bottom of the page. It's John at BlueMatch. We'd love to hear from you if you have any questions, whether it's on this video or any of our other videos. Please feel free to reach out. We'd love to answer them for you. Thanks a lot. Have a wonderful day. Good luck selling out there. Take care.